So believe it's SA1. It's not SA1, it's never SA1. Why do I assume these things? I've been trained by the base ROM contest to assume everything is SA1 until proven otherwise. That was fun. Roy's Castle. Alright. There's gotta be a trick here. It's not the kind of thing I expect from this person to just... Okay. I see why it's Roy's Castle. Door? Guess I need to be big and come back there to get the midway. I think I understand where I went wrong. I still need that thing, don't I? Or I need P-speed. Maybe I don't need that thing. Door. Door. Okay. Unexpected kindness. Always appreciated. In retrospect, there probably was a better way to handle it than that. Interesting. I probably wanted to get up there. A lot of coins, though. Oh god, this one. Oh, this level. That's never a good sign. Like, it seems fine so far. So far. Me as well. It's right there. I bonked on something. Interesting. What would that have given me? Oh, I'm back here. Okay, that's a long-ass way to put me back. That, however, I will take. Like, so far this is a relatively vanilla entry, but it's not bad. Just rather vanilla. I'm also a moron. Invis block? I may need to take it back then. No one likes invis blocks. Oh, I'm running out of time. I understand another problem here now. I think I get why this might be this level. Complete bullshit that I got that, by the way. And complete failure. Yeah, I'm just gonna die. I don't think I have enough time to make meaningful progress. But I get the gimmick. I just hope it's not terribly long, I suppose. I'm well attuned to assorted various Roy levels. Alright. Let's get a little momentum there. Ow. Got me on the turn back. Oh, and he got me... Actually, there's no reason to do that part. I'm probably better off just falling off almost immediately, because I'll save my power-up. Title of your next sex tape? Complete failure. It works. It'll set expectations accurately. And that's what's important. That was an easy part. But okay, we've learned some important things. Namely that there's no reason to stay up here when I can just go on the lower path. Yeah, I don't want to go that way. Like, unless it's actually like a speedrun level, which, given its time or constraints, I have to imagine it's not. Not long enough to make meaningful progress. What up? I got tricked. Thought, man, I can get ahead of this. Nope, no, I cannot. But I'll have a fire flower, which is nice, because we can try doing this part legit again. I don't think it actually puts me behind. Just have to remember to duck at the right time. Which I didn't. Somehow waiting for a Yo Mama joke. Don't need to go that far. Don't need to go that far. Still going? Good. Ooh. Alright, now it speeds up. And all I have to do is go around the loop. Duck. I'm in new territory. No! Back to that. Oh, all the way back here? Yeah, I'm just hosed. I need to die. Odd. Mama's so fat, she got her own gravitational pull. I always liked some of the ones in Weird Al. It's like, actually, they did a better version in The Simpsons of You're so fat, you got your own zip code. Always liked the one. It's like, your dad's so fat, I hear his ass has its own congressman. Oh, King Size Homer. Such a good episode. My dad's not a food-crazed maniac. He pulls up in a friggin' ice cream truck while he's eating the ice cream, driving at unsafe speeds. Oh, and of course the great punchline of, I'm surprised that for once Dad's ass prevented the releases of toxic gases. Old school Simpsons was the good Simpsons. Yeah, that's one where he has to buy new clothing because he's too fat. He's like, I don't want to look like a weirdo. I'll take the moo-moo. No! Oh, I did the right thing and completely failed. Mama's so destructive. A picture of her was used to build the Fat Man Mom. What was it? Like, the guy even goes on a spiel as like, what's your profession? Is it a computer programmer? Computer magazine columnist? Something to do with computers? Well, I work with a computer. Ah, that must be it. The non-stop sitting and snacking. Well, welcome, sir. We have everything to, accentuate the ample frame or something. He had a great euphemism for it. Is it Muslim in judicial robes? Or no, wait, Muslim body rolls, I think? Oh, God, the list of things he lists there is so great. Remember that? He's driving the reactor? Yes. Because he initially tries to call them, but he says, sorry, the fingers you have used to dial this phone are too fat. Please mash your palm against all the buttons to order a special dialing wand. Then he tries to get in his car, and all 4 tires explode simultaneously. I see what I did wrong there now. I think part of the amazing thing when you really think about it is in that time and era, 300 pounds was considered to be incredibly fat. And I think the numbers have only gone up since then. I think he started at 220, and that's pounds, not stone or kilograms. If you were 220 stone, that's a problem. Also, stone is such a ridiculous unit of measurement for people. People's weight. For all the shit other... I'm clipping into it, aren't I? For all the shit we get for using pounds, stone is more ridiculous. Though I will defend, I actually do rather like the pint measures. I actually like imperial volume measures. It's one of those weird things where, like, it just works a lot better when you're dividing things and moving your stuff around. It's just a lot easier to work with. Okay, well, I think that's fine. I don't think I want to be big for the upcoming sections. Yeah, I'm going away from there. Stone just sounds old school, like horsepower. I mean, yeah, horsepower, though, sounds pretty badass when you think about it. There's probably a better unit, but still, horsepower sounds badass, and that justifies it enough. Jokes were simpler and more image-based back then in The Simpsons. Missed that quality? Yeah. I think a big part of the modern Simpsons issues is that, like, every episode has a guest star. And it doesn't always make it better. Like, they started experimenting with that, you know, in the later seasons where, like, I don't know, they'd get, like, what's his name? Ron Howard to be a guest star for a bit, and then he'd wander off and do something else. Like, it just, got old. We'll say Penn and Teller did a pretty good bit, but not every guest star invited was going to be that good. Especially because, like, Teller actually voiced himself in there. It's like, I'm not the first Teller! Implying some serious abuse. I'm fine. Nope. But pencil jank worked in my favor this time. Yeah, this is oddly repetitive, and this is not really what I would expect from this level creator. Okay, I guess it just didn't spawn. Be fun to see a follow-up on Hank Scorpio. I mean, that was one of the initial plans for the Simpsons movies, was that they were going to, like, have Frank Scorpio be a big part of it, or Hank Scorpio be a big part of it. And instead they went with the weird EPA guy, who is the same voice actor. And the weird EPA guy is easily the best part of that movie, except possibly the statement, "Why does everything I whip leave me?" Otherwise a very forgettable movie. Yeah, Hank Scorpio was a great character. You can even tell that, like, Dan Castanella was having problems playing against him because he just was doing so much good improv, and then he didn't really know what to say to follow it up. There's so many good lines, like that are clearly improv because, like, Homer doesn't have anything to say to them properly. Like, you want some sugar? Sorry, it's not in packets. You want any cream? No thanks. Ugh. Let's go over here. I assume it's where I'm going to need to be in a minute anyway. No! I'm so great, Litchi. How you doing? Mother has poor motor skills. That's not bad, actually. If only this was a motor skills level. But it is not. Hello. Oh, I made a terrible decision. Oh, I have to die. Old favorite of yours. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Got some of the work stuff I needed done. Though some of it was like scaffolding. Moving on to a different project than the stuff I've been working on lately, which is kind of nice. Getting back into the more Python side of work stuff. Where things are a little saner. Doing an integration, which isn't nothing exciting to write about, but gotta get done sometime. But got the API to work. Really weird requirements for their API. Like, in order to prove you're you have to do an HMAC of parts of what you're going to do, but not all of it. And the timestamp, they're very enamored with their timestamp idea. I don't know why we just don't sign the whole request, but man, that's their deal. Seems like it'd be easier and saner, but whatever. I feel like everybody wants to reinvent the wheel with this shit. Oh, I screwed myself by losing my nerve. Tired running around cleaning. Both the cleaner and your carpenter skipped today? Oh my. Carpenter. I feel like there's gotta be a story there. One typically does not hire too many carpenters in one's life. I, in fact, hired none. Wouldn't be bad to. Certainly things I would like to have that are made out of wood. To custom order. As opposed to random bits of furniture I acquire through attrition. Most recent thing I added was actually just a bookshelf from IKEA. A couple of them. Both of which have problems. But they hold books off the ground, and that's all I really require of them. Well, books and other media. A lot of CDs. Having a handrail installed on your stairs? Oh, that's probably a good idea. Especially if you're feeling a bit shaky with your leg. And just in general, handrails are a good call. There are certain bits of the ADA I really do like, and handrails everywhere is one of them. Ramps too, but sidewalk cuts. Hard one to get around. You know what? I think I know the right thing to do here. Because I'm already toast. I don't have time to do whatever I need to do. But I can come in. The end of that sentence was come in with a fire flower, but I hit the spike before dying to the lava. Don't understand why people remove them, because they don't look nice. What the hell? People remove handrails? That's weird to me. Absolutely bizarre to me. It's not something I would ever consider doing. It's just like, regardless of aesthetics, just like, it's an incredibly important functional piece for the stairwell. Just in personal homes, it wouldn't be a big deal. Perfectly allowed if you wanted to, but eh. They're good to have. So I guess, you know, there's an argument to remove them from time to time if you're going to move, like, large furniture. Like, if you're trying to get a couch up a stairwell, removing the handrail can be really nice, but that's a temporary thing and not a permanent thing. Handrails are unappreciated in general. Ever trip going up or down a flight of stairs without holding the handrail to save yourself by grabbing it by reflex? I haven't had that, but I have definitely grabbed it by reflex a lot when I've been less than steady. Which is usually my own damn fault, but... Okay, now we're on the clock. Okay, now we're actually on the clock. Get up here before it gets there. Walk under. Okay, so that wasn't actually that hard. This part isn't that hard either, it's just a long-ass auto-scroller. And I need to remember what I'm doing when I get to that room. I don't screw myself. No! Flubbed the jump. It's sent all the way back here. The door RNG really sucks. I swear I entered a door over there that didn't take me all the way back here. Do note you were sober when you broke your toe. Fair enough. Fair enough. Regardless of sobriety, they're still really good to have. Good for old people, good for young people, good for people who are unsteady for various reasons. I can see why you guys said, oh, this level now. Because, like, the retry stuff isn't much of a kindness. With such a low timer, you really can't really make use out of it. Handrails and express way to look both extremely cool and like looking like an idiot. Yes, I see the timer. I'm mildly optimistic I can do something here in the time allowed. Nope, I'm no longer optimistic. Now I need to find a way to die. Alright, beverage time. Wait. That wasn't what I meant to do. I just wanted to see it. Steering the van, okay. That's cute. Yeah, I didn't implement animated emotes for my chat client thing. Maybe one day I will. But not today. As fun as they are. Friggin' pencils. Wish I had a pencil-thin mustache. Boston black hair kind. Two-tone Ricky Ricardo jacket. And an autographed picture of Andy Devine. Actually, don't know how the rest of that song goes. It's not terribly important. There we go. I'm watching you. Always watching. It's what the Undertaker told Super Mario. Oh, but I'm a freak of nature. How does that go? The odds at Hell in a Cell or whatever it is. The wrestler math. So good. There we go. It's amazing what a little bit of focus does. Doo-doo-doo. That was like the last opportunity to actually get hit. No, it's not. Oh, boy. Well, we're still going to do the room anyway. But this time, I'm going to clean it out first. Oh, that wasn't actually a waiting room. Yep, Monsters, Inc. Forgot that song. Yeah. Such a good movie. Monster University was okay. Basically, it was like, you know, Animal House, but for kids. And that's fine. But it wasn't quite as good as the OG. And by that I mean Monsters, Inc., not Animal House. They're very different movies. Gonna put them on double secret probation. I don't think they even make those kinds of movies anymore. Did I... What? I've done that particular thing that way so many times. I'm legitimately surprised at what happened there. Nope. Don't tell me the doors are RNG, but I think I probably just opened the door at the very far left edge. Good luck with your jumping simulator. Commit waking simulator. Alright, enjoy your walking simulator. See you later, Steven. Enjoy the lurk. Alright. Jump. I must have entered on the far left side. That's a thing that can happen, and that's why if you're going to put a door on a screen edge, you really should have both of the left and right screens have the same destination. I don't check it in moderation as much as I should, but it's something people should just watch for in general. And it's such an easy fix, just make both the left side and the right side go to the same place. done. Unless you're doing something really tricky, it's fairly easy to fix in just lunar magic. To the point where if I find it and I'm moderating, I might just fix it by myself, if that's like the only thing and it's causing a soft lock, just to save me some time. Save from having to go do some back and forth with rejection. Okay. Don't jump into this guy. And don't jump into this guy. He makes it so easy. You just don't do it. I need to be small? What? What is this nonsense? Okay, well that's the wrong way to go. I have wasted so much time. There's not enough time. Absolutely not enough time. I guess that's what the real trick here is, just don't get stuck on dead ends. And this is just a really clever jump. I just need to die. This level doesn't look tedious. It might be a little tedious. Just a little bit. Alright, I need to get up. For a second, I've been sitting for 3 hours. I need to get up and take a leak. I will be right back. Yeah, I think if the doors didn't really repeat all that much, this wouldn't be nearly as awful. Just like, you never know if a door is going to take you forward or backward or sideward or awfulward. I suspect, like, at the end, there's going to be like, lol, it was this door. You could have just entered this door in that giant hall of doors over there, and it would have just worked. But my suspicions, they're only that, suspicions. But at least there's parts I can do faster. Like, this part I can do a lot faster than the game wants me to. Go. Make sure I square up, otherwise I'll suck. It will suck. Alright, and then this part where I have to do it legit, because I haven't found a shortcut. I am vaguely tempted to turn on chat hacks and just see how long it takes to get to the end. Put on always cape or water or something, or just give myself more time. Like, one of the nice things about not being a judge is I don't have to care too much about that. Like, I've already burnt a minute just to get to this point without any major mistakes. Like, I haven't fallen down, I haven't had to retry things, I've just gone through it the normal way, as far as I know, is normal. I haven't figured out what I'm supposed to do with that other jump, though. Maybe there's a gimmick I haven't fully appreciated due to the... No! Double no. How do... I understand. I totally understand now. I don't want to get too far ahead of this thing. I need to bonk against it so that I don't end up going on top of the rope. I took a second just to think. Gotta stop, look, and think. For my favorite modern Sesame Street sketch, The Hungry Games, starring Cookiness Ever Eat, where Cookie Monster is in the Hunger Games and has to pass numerous challenges that all involve eating something. Which just makes sense. Oh man, actually... Huh. That's kind of useful to know. I was thinking about stuff I'm doing tomorrow, and I'm like, yeah, I need to remember to do that. I should put like a shortcut on the Windows 98 desktop for it. Because there is a game we are going to play, a DOS game we're going to play tomorrow. And I don't want to forget to play it. The first video game I ever played. No! None of which are things I was expecting! 90 seconds. Okay, maybe I can still work this. DOS, yep. I've got a list of games for tomorrow. It's going to be one of those days. I need to sit down. In fact, I'm going to write the Discord message later tonight. I have to make a chart first. But April Fool's Day, every April Fool's Day, I always go and claim that I'm going to change the entire purview of the stream. We're not going to play Super Mario World anymore. I'd say it's a spoiler at this point, but like it's not. This is just what I do. I've done it 3 years running. For various reasons. So we're going to be exploring a completely different genre of gaming tomorrow. Because that's what we have to do. No Super Mario World. No... I don't know. Yeah, no Super Mario World, at least. We will, however, be playing some CDI. I burnt a disc. I'm getting a couple of them squiggles I need. There's some really bad ideas happening. And I've already gone and gotten out the S-Video cables and stuff. I just need to get a chair for the S-Video to sit on, or for the CDI to sit on, because I do not want to be pointing at the floor for 3 hours like I did last time. But yeah, I went and also got some stuff on DOS for it. Those will be the 2 things we'll be doing, I think. If I run out of too many things, I have some backup things. We'll see how it goes. That's the thing with April Fool's Day streams, is they can go weird places. Last year's was the Adventures in Advert Gaming stream, which I really want to bring back in the near future. I've only done a couple of those, and oh no, I'm going to get hit here. And I like them. I would like to beat Yonoid. I was really close last time. And I learned some important things while I was doing that. Like how to actually handle the skateboarding section. Not to mention I have a few other Advert games that are on my list. First computer you got was a DOS computer from your uncle. Learned you how to get games. Which was the only thing you wanted to do. Yep. It was the only thing I wanted to do on DOS for a long time, too. Then I learned how to use WordPerfect. WordPerfect 5.1 will forever be the best word processor to me. Word sucks. Google Docs, they're okay for sharing things. WordPerfect 5.1, truly perfection. And I'm not even kidding. Legit. Like, it's still the best. WordPerfect 6 was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. I would say there's so many other things you could do in DOS, but, like, running a database isn't that interesting. Text adventure games are kind of fun. What kind of games do you play back in the day, Curtis? What was your genre of choice? Because we were all about, like, the platforming games and adventure games when we could play them. Played a lot of Crow and Rogue, Rogue as well, because we had OG Rogue lying around since it was ported to damn near everything. But we played a lot of shareware. Oh, so much shareware. Off of random discs, off of BBS boards, and fuck, things like that. Pinball Fantasies. Oh, nice. Pinball Fantasies, was that, that was Apogee's pinball game, right? Came with, like, Android and Enigma and a few others, or am I thinking of the wrong one? There were some good pinball games for, like, DOS and early Windows. I liked 3D Ultra Pinball. That was their way of reusing some of the resources from Outpost, which was otherwise a very terrible game. Enjoyable for me, but it was not a good game. I fully admit this now. There are some games I'll defend, that's not one of them. Warcraft was your first game? Damn. That's a good pedigree, honestly. The first FPS, or not FPS, the first RTS game I ever played was Command & Conquer, the first one. Had a lot of fun with that. Even played one of the... I played Android Pinball on stream, like, last year for a little bit. When I was done judging QLDC entries, because I ran out of stuff to do. I think that was it. Or did I... Yeah, I think that's how it worked. I had, like, 2 QLDC entries left, and they didn't take that long. And then we beat EcoQuest 2, which I was, like, 4 screens away from doing. And then we did the random AOL Kids disc. I understand now why you have to beat this thing here. But that was like... Oh, I guess it would have been early May, late April last year. Still have a plan for Earth Day when that rolls around. I've come up with a game I want to play for Earth Day. Okay, here's what we do. We wait for this thing. And we swear... No, we don't wait for that thing. I don't know how to do that part. And that took me back to the beginning. And I don't really have enough time to make progress here, so I may as well die again. I'm trying to think what I should do there. Driving game, you don't remember the name, but it was very turquoise and pink. Tiny kid then. Got it because you got a new computer. Yeah. You're talking about like a CGA racing game. Because you could only use 4 colors, and one of them was black. CGA had a few different, not terribly great palettes, and one of them was like magenta, cyan, white, and black. Another one was just like red, yellow, and green, and black. So, there were some good CGA games. I've actually tried to play a couple of them. Would love to play Arctic Adventure on stream, but it's a game that did not want to cooperate. It's clock speed. The squiggle box is too fast to run it, and unlike other Pascal games, I've yet to find a good way to patch it. Same thing with... There was another game I wanted to play. Had the same problem. Monuments of Mars. Kind of similar games, like one-screen platformers, but very different in how you play them and what the goals are. And the color scheme. I might turn on something here, chat hacks-wise, because I'm getting tired of this level. Like, initially I was intrigued by how this was put together, but mostly what I'm realizing is it's a whole bunch of nonsense designed to waste your time in a level that has a very limited time budget. Don't stand there. Like, there's parts I really like, but I just wish it would give me a midway at some point. Like, this part right here is actually kind of fun when you're racing this and have to be a little careful. And then the subsequent part, I just don't know what to do with it. Like, I get the feeling the level's making a fool of me somehow, but I don't know how yet. I'm not convinced I will figure it out either. There's just some mechanic I'm not grokking. Or the level is giving me some sort of tell that I can't see. Or I just need to do that. Okay. New territory. 100 seconds to go. I'm taking this with me first. Oh, no. Oh, I missed out on that. Like, the level has to be close to over now. You can only fit so much into a given level. And I think something didn't spawn properly. Uh-huh. Nope. Ugh. What do you want from me, game? Okay, well. Almost got that mushroom, though. Okay, I'm not going to bother with that coin. I just want to save my time. I'm trying to think of any like really cool DOS games that I'd like to play. There's like a few that are weird. Albion is an RPG I'd like to actually play, because when I got it as a kid, I really didn't understand RPGs well enough to play it adequately. It's kind of got like a grid-based system, and basically kind of a classic sci-fi trope. You're on a expedition to go to a mining planet, and it turns out that your spaceship like crashes or something, or you get sucked into an escape pod or something. I forget exactly how it goes. But it turns out the planet you were going to strip mine is inhabited by a bunch of different critters, and they're not terribly happy about what you're doing or plan to do. And so you got to figure out what was going on, what your mining corp was actually doing. And one of the things is that if you explored the spaceship well enough, you would end up with some useful items, namely a gun. And the gun was so useful and powerful compared to like the knives and like bow and arrow you'd pick up a little bit later. But you had to kind of reserve it, because if you used too much of your gun, you wouldn't have more gun for later. No! I never really got out of the first dungeon. It's kind of like a Ultima-styled overworld where you kind of wandered around. You could see your various character sprites. And then kind of an Ultima underground 3D perspective thing when you went underground. Literally underground. I don't remember going to any other dungeons. But I never got out of, like, the first area, so... something of interest for later, perhaps. When I'm feeling more in a RPG mood. After I beat Final Fantasy II. Which reminds me, that was on my list of things to do, was message Cal Rossi, and I didn't do it today. So, gotta do that later. Today. Because I'll have time next week to do some Monkey Island, I'm very certain. Just need to figure out what will work for his schedule. If he's still on a more standard weekday schedule, I could do like a start at noon-ish Saturday stream next week. Something like that. So I don't have any obligations yet, and I've beaten Shadow Man, so I've got Saturday night freed up. Doesn't necessarily need to be a Shadow Man stream anymore. And I don't really feel the need to go for 100% Shadow Man. There's some games I really do. That's not one of them. It was fun. I'd love to know what's behind those 10 gates, but I think I'll just look it up. Not to mention I didn't find all the secrets either. Found some fun ones, namely the disco stuff. And other character models, but the disco stuff was probably the best one. Do appreciate that. It feels like the N64 era had more of that kind of nonsense going on. You get like actual secret cheat menus and stuff. Because like GoldenEye had a big one of those. Like paintball mode, big heads, things like that. Pause for regrab. Okay, completely safe. And that guy will despawn. Alright, we got in here with even more time than last time, so I guess we're doing alright this time. Okay. Not even gonna try for the jump. Yep, got it. Probably won't need it, but I still have it. Yeah, I get the feeling that there's a mace that's supposed to spawn up there that didn't. Not complaining. But I still feel like it's supposed to be there. Okay. Coming in here big is a little bit more problematic. That didn't screw me. Somehow. Don't even care. Oh! But why? Oh, I even looked at that and thought, you know, that hole to the right's suspicious. It's completely suspicious. But why? Just take me back to the beginning. That was an almost perfect run. Well, may as well. I don't really need the wind up there as much as I think I do. Oh, you. You level, you. I'm really surprised that that's how that ended. Yeah, if this was a save state card, I'd probably take another save state right before there. Here's what I bet happens. If you ride the thing down, there's going to be a small door. Just as a troll to make sure that even if you thought you could have made it, you would not have actually made it if you were big. If someone actually knows if that's the gimmick, please tell me, because if I get there and that happens, I am turning on all the cheats and we are blasting through this level. Disrespectfully blasting through this level. If I can get Peppino into the game, I would totally do that for maximum pizza level disrespect. No! I don't know if I still have a chance to make that work. Yeah, this thing's an auto timer too, so I can't ditch it. It goes at the speed it goes. So going through this section faster doesn't help me get my timing sense back. Gotta go for lap 2. My idea sounds like more fun. You know, that's fair. I feel like I've gone through many laps, though. Many, many laps. Alright. At least I can take a break, right? Oh, never mind. 115? Maybe I can make this. Still say this part is the meanest part. There we go. Alright. Shoot. I'm also surprised I made that one tile gap this first time through. I could have had the dragon coin. I even stopped to get the other dragon coin. Alright. Damn it. I should have just gone down the hole instead of trying to do that. I was looking at that, like that one tile gap looked so tempting. Really shouldn't have gone for it. If I find that that hole in the ground goes nowhere. Oh, dang, I got hooked on pencils. Oh, now that's what I call polka. Lamau, indeed. Like, honestly, I think this level's just tedious for the sake of being tedious. It's not quite getting over it levels, but... The timer was a bit longer. If the doors didn't lead to weird places. Unexpectedly weird places. Really unexpectedly weird places. Like, none of the individual bits are that hard. It's a lot of waiting between them, too. And lots of easy ways to screw yourself. You know, another weird DOS game I'd want to play at some point. Robo Maze. I've never seen the first game. I don't know what the first game is. I think it's called, like, Robo Maze 1, The Basement. But I've never played it, and it was never really widely distributed. But Robo Maze 2, The Tower, or The Lobby, was. It's actually kind of interesting, though a bit clunky. Regrab. Gimmick doors, just stall your tight timer. Yep. Like, you're already on a really tight timer here. But I think this is probably the best I'll have done. Like, I'll come in here, get to that about 140. Not quite as... Yeah, about right. Like, I'd usually attempt to yump there, but I just feel like it's a bad use of time, given what's going on. Barely made it. Probably should try to proc that earlier. Doesn't really matter as long as I get stuck on something I couldn't see. Oh, that box up there. Okay. If nothing else, I'm getting that damn dragon coin. Got it. Okay. On purpose. Roy. Okay, Roy. I can accept Roy. What's up, Roy? He's no Morton. But Roy's okay. He's no Morton. What a reward after all of that. You know what? Actually, really awesome. 37 is the number. 37 is this level's number. That is foreordained right there. I cannot believe the luck. Mario found his way through the Forest of Illusion and has put an end to Roy Koopa of Castle Number 5. Onward to the dangerous, but tasty Chocolate Island. Thank you for the GGs. I'm debating. That was quite the level. I'm not even sure when I did this. Oh, these don't have timestamps, so I can't tell. And it would have filtered out that. That took me about an hour.